Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make a timer. And in this chest is everything I'm going to need. And these papers will represent how many items I'll need for each pair of droppers and hoppers. So I want you to start with a block right here and two droppers facing each other just like this. And the first one connected to the button, I want you to put a single item in it. And now I want you to bring it out with the comparator, repeater, hooked up to a comparator to prevent a signal going through. So now this signal will be prevented from these two hoppers facing each other just like this. And one thing to note, items in hoppers will travel 2 hoppers in 1 second. So that means when this goes here to here, that will take a full second. So that's important because right here, this comparator, once this turns off, can send a signal through this block to this dropper right here, connected to another dropper facing each other like this. And I want you to have one piston here and one piston there. So now, a really important part of this is how you actually make the time, if that makes sense. So if I put, I'm gonna do 4. If I put 4 grass blocks in here, doesn't matter what block, this will take 4 seconds to drain because of this. So now, before I get further into that, I want you to take a comparator here, because when this empties out, it will turn this comparator off, turning this redstone torch on. So it will go up and out. So first, it's gonna go up just like this, and you're gonna have it hook up to this dropper. That way, when the timer resets, it will bring the item in here back here. So this comparator turns back on. So this comparator stops sending a signal to this dropper, and it will actually switch, and I'll show you just why. So now after that, I want you to bring an output to this torch going out. So I want you to have 2 repeaters just like this, one with 1 click of delay, and make sure you have a redstone dust hooked up just like that. Have 2 blocks just like this, and you're gonna have 2 droppers facing like this. So when you build it like this, it will send a signal here and then here right after. That way you can send a super fast signal, super fast output. So now make sure you put a single item here, right here. So I don't want your starting position to have this on. So now this comparator will do 2 things. Well, just one thing. So we'll activate this dropper facing this dropper. Now don't forget your item. And it will also go out just like this, facing into a repeater just like this. And actually, I want it like this. And you'll see just why I have it like this. So this will actually activate. So think of this like the repeater charging the block, which will turn on the wire. And now think of this redstone like charging the block, and the repeater can take a signal from that. So if I just give you a quick example, just like that, it will turn that on. Let me make sure. Okay, good. Okay, so now what I want you to do is you're going to have a comparator hooked up here. And now this comparator will do 2 things. It will send a signal here to that piston, and it'll actually lock this. So what this does, this will actually like control. So like when it first goes off, it'll activate that one. Then when it activates again, it'll go to that piston. And you'll see why it does that just shortly. So now hook up this comparator up to a block with the redstone torch just like this. And now, oh wait, don't forget, please put this full delay. All right, anyways. So now this will act as a lock. So when this first comes through, it'll activate this dropper, putting the item in here, turning this on, sending a signal here, unlocking this. So, and the reason why you have this a quick signal, so it doesn't stay on and break things. Anyways, so now this will prevent a signal coming here, but the next time this receives a signal, it will actually allow it, because this will turn on, turning this off, and this will be just ready to ready to put out a signal. So now I want you to hook up, and yes, when this activates, this will activate this wire. So now I want you to bring your wire out just like this. So now the reason for this is because this will be empty, and then when all the items will end up here, and then when this activates, it kind of just resets the timer just like that, so you can use it right away. Anyways, so now this hopper droppers, sorry, will be hooked up to a comparator just like this, into a repeater just like that, and then you're gonna bring it out. I'm just gonna quickly make sure. All right, that's fine. So now you're gonna have a hookup to this piston just like that. Perfect. That's what I want. So I think that this works. I'm gonna test this real quick. So it's gonna take 4 seconds to reset. Now the system's gonna go through. Now it's gonna switch, and boom. So you're not done just yet. So now you're gonna need your actual output. And to just show you guys something, I want to quickly just add more items. So let's make it 10 seconds. So let's say you want to make like a door that has a time limit. So let me just, so like for example, like just pretend like this is a sticky piston connected to a door. So when you activate this, and yet you don't have to do it right here, like you can hook it up anyway, just make sure it doesn't affect the other dropper. So now when I activate this, it will take 10 seconds for this to drain, activating that. And then when it reaches that, it'll deactivate and it'll switch it. And the reason for this is so you can use it again right away, just like this. So now you can see how that's locked. It'll send a signal through, just like this, and now it's ready to lock. And that, so it goes like back and forth, just like that. So it took me like an hour to invent this. I was struggling with a lot of other designs that didn't work. So if there's improvement that looks obvious to you, please let me know so I can get better. And yeah, so I'm probably going to hook this up to a door to show you guys how this is. Okay, so I have this set for 5 seconds. So now if I come over here and click this button, I have to reach that door in just 5 seconds, which was really easy. And now after 5 seconds, it closes. So that's like a cool example you can use for this timer. It's like, oh, it takes you 5 seconds to reach that door, but let me make this more realistically harder. I did not speak English. 2 seconds. Can I do it in 2 seconds? All right. Oh, I'm way too good at this game. But yeah, that's how you make a randomizer, and that's like a cool way or concept that you can hook it up to a certain mechanism. And this example is just like a door. If you click this button, you have 2 seconds to reach to this door opening. There's gonna be a little bit of delay for the circuit to go, so that's more like probably like 2.5, 3 seconds. Let me count. 1, 2. No, it is 2 seconds. Sorry. But yeah, there you go. That is a timer that I invented. Usually I invent everything on my channel. And shortly I will be coming out with a video called Oil and Rut. So if you want to see that, stick around for it. I've been putting like a lot of brain power into it. So it's buckshot roulette, but I'm doing it pure redstone. No command blocks, no mods, scripts, anything like that. Where are my eyes, bro? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for me it's that time. So you guys get a good night tonight. See you guys.